Hello everyone and welcome to AYA Online. The video I'm presenting to you today was filmed live for Prana for a collaboration that we've done. It's about a 45-minute flow. There is no Shavasana at the end, but please do feel free to stay there if you wish at the end. Please enjoy. Namaste. Lying on your back, bringing your knees into your chest. So we will, sorry, I've got a little bit of background noise here. Next door there is something going on. I'm not sure if you can hear the drill. But anyway, we're going to get a nice flow on regardless. So let's just hug the knees into the chest. You might have your eyes open or closed. You might like to do some circles in one direction. Just taking a moment here to check in with your body. Notice how you're feeling. Circles in the other direction. And then we'll draw the knees back toward us. Bring them nice and wide and forward. Really anything here that feels good for you. So you're just starting to warm your body up. So just stay exactly where you are in this position. Just moving your knees in any way that feels good for you. I'm just going to come toward the camera. I just want to make sure that you are all hearing me and seeing me properly. So hopefully, I think someone needs to be let in. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. It's my first live. So just stay where you are and we'll get this right, I'm sure. So lying back. And then from here, we're going to take an inhale and we're going to exhale, squeeze forehead to knees. We're going to stay up and let the left leg come out straight in front of you. Then we're going to switch it over. Hug the left knee in, bring the right leg out, switch it over again. And again, keep going like this for another 5 breaths. As you breathe in and out, allowing the breath to get stronger, longer. And as you keep going, what we're going to do now is maybe bring our hands behind our ears and let the legs keep going. Just have a look at your belly and try and make sure it's as flat as you can get it. So we don't want a triangle shape in the belly. We don't want to exacerbate any diastasis or abdominal issues. So you might even just come back down with your head onto the floor. Whatever works for you. That's the main theme of our practice today. So maybe staying here, or if you want to, you might incorporate some elbows coming to opposite knee. So try and bring the whole shoulder across, not just the elbow. So just switching it over. You might go slow, you might go a little bit faster, whatever feels good. So we'll just do a couple more like this, keeping an eye on that belly, making sure it's not in the shape of a triangle. And then from here, we're going to let it go. So straightening out your legs, reaching your arms back behind you, giving yourself a nice big stretch here. Big inhalation through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth. Really letting go. And then from here, so you can keep your feet on the floor, knees bent. We're going to do a little bit more core work. I've been told it's good to do all your core work at the start of class, so here we go. Feet on the floor, knees can come up or legs straight up to the sky. Arms all the way back behind you. Take an inhalation here, and as you exhale, we're going to reach for the feet. Again, belly flat, pause for the inhale, and exhale, reach forward. So you come up a little bit higher with the head and shoulders. Inhale, lying all the way back. Exhale, reach for the feet, pause for the inhalation, and then exhale, come forward. And again, lie back on the inhale. Exhale, reach for the feet, pause for the inhale, exhale, reach forward. Should be getting a warm belly now. Inhale back. Reaching for the feet as we exhale, pause for the inhale, exhale, reach forward. We'll just do one more like this. Inhaling back, reaching for the feet, pause for the inhale, and then exhale, reach forward. Now holding here, and we're just going to pause for 5, 4, flat belly, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, everyone. Reaching forwards and backwards now, arms back, legs forward, stretching out that belly area. And then we're going to bring the feet flat to the floor again, and just bring the arms out to the side now. So we're going to let the knees just window wide from side to side. Feet are hip width apart still on the floor, just moving really organically here in any way, again, that feels good for you. And then you should feel a little stretch in your belly as you move, a little stretch in the lower back. And we're going to let the knees settle onto the left side now and turn to look over your right thumb. Make sure the hands are no higher than the shoulders. Just a little side stretch here. Looking over that right hand, you might have your eyes closed or open. Feeling that stretch in the core that we've just worked. And then come back to center and go the other way. So knees to the right, and now we'll turn to look over the left hand. So as we practice today, I want you to be really mindful of really practicing with the body that you've come onto the mat with this morning. Remembering that every day your practice will be different, your body will feel different based on what's going on in your life, what you've been doing. So just honor that always. Coming back to center, we'll give ourselves another nice big hug, forehead to knees. Then we're going to cross our ankles. Now, if you know you shouldn't be rolling up like this, just roll to the side and come to an upright position. Otherwise, you might do a couple of rocks and rolls. Coming all the way up, we're going to roll over onto all fours now. So hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Whenever your hands are on the floor, please really make sure to spread your fingers wide and get a really good foundation there to protect the wrists and the shoulders. From here, we're going to do 5 rounds of cat curls. So as you inhale, drop the belly, look up to the ceiling, open eyes, big open mouth, exhale, look to the navel. Suck your belly button in and press your spine to the ceiling. Let's do 4 more like that. Inhaling, look up to the sky, maybe open mouth, tongue out, as you exhale and look to your belly. 3 to go, inhaling, looking up, exhaling, looking to the belly. Inhale. Coming back to center now. Bring the big toes to touch, knees nice and wide, and sitting back into an extended arm child's pose. So forehead to mat, sit bones back toward the heels. Nice long spine here. You might even try and draw your rib cage back into the body a little bit. And then we're going to have a little shoulder stretch. So we're going to bring the left hand to the middle of the mat and the right hand directly on top of it. And then try and bring your forehead back to the mat if you can. So you'll feel this in the shoulders. Try and roll your armpits down toward the mat. Bring your sit bones back toward your heels. Stretching nice and long here. And then we'll switch it over. So right hand underneath, left hand on top. Reaching the fingers forward, almost like the point of an arrow. And then forehead back to the mat. Sit bones back, stretching out, always moving in postures if being still doesn't feel right for you. And then we're going to separate the hands shoulder width apart. Again, nice active hands on the mat. Coming back up, tuck the toes under, and we're pressing back to down dog. So just keep this really easy and gentle, knees really bent here, belly toward the upper thighs, and you might like to pedal out your feet. So bend, straightening one leg, bending, straightening the other. You might like to look under one armpit as you go. Just moving from side to side, feeling your breath flowing. And then from here, we're going to slowly walk the feet to the top of the mat, toward the hands. Just take your time getting there. Once you get there, we're going to keep the knees really bent and come into a ragdoll style Uttanasana. So just relaxing here, head between the arms. Knees are really soft. Get your knees bent, but your spine nice and long, cascading over your legs here. So just swaying from side to side, a little bit like an elephant swaying its trunk. Again, maybe a little yes and no with the head. Just releasing any tension that may have built up as you've been sleeping or during the day at work. And then we'll release the hands and we're going to inhale, look forward for Ardha Uttanasana. Nice long spine, knees are still soft. And exhale, fold. Do that again, nice big inhale to look forward. Exhale, fold. And last one like this, we're going to inhale, look forward. And on this exhale, we're going to fold and roll slowly up to standing. Take your time, all the way up. Arms reaching for the sky when you get there, any way you want to. Palms together, and then we'll exhale, hands through heart center. Bend the knees and fold straight back down. Fingers to shins, inhaling, look forward. And we're going to step the right foot back slowly to a lunge. So once the foot plants on the floor, look forward, inhale, then soften the right knee, and as you exhale, we're going to roll ourselves all the way up to a high lunge. Arms reaching for the sky when we get there. Try and keep the back right leg nice and soft so you get a bit more length in your sacrum. There's no pinching in that lower back. Let's take an inhale here. As we exhale, right knee down, elbows back. Inhale to lift. Exhale down. Inhale up. You might like to straighten your left leg as you go. Exhale down. Or you might keep your left leg exactly as it is. Exhaling down. Last one here. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower the right knee to the floor. Hands frame the left foot for half Hanuman. So reaching the hips back, flexing the left foot. Exhale here. As you inhale, flatten the foot, open the heart. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Just warming the body. One more like this. Feeling it in the right hip as you come forward and feeling it in the left hamstring as you come back. Let's hold it here for a minute. And what we're going to do here is stay where you are if this is enough for you. You might need to come a little bit higher, whatever works for your body. If you want to move it into the left IT, grab the left ankle with the right hand and pull it over to the right side of the mat, and then try and draw your left hip back again. Just holding for a couple of breaths here. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Again, flat active hands on the mat. Right toes are tucked under, and we're going to inhale and step back to one-legged down dog. When you're ready, slowly stepping back, left leg to the sky. Nice work, everyone. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, let's roll forward to one-legged plank. Just holding for a moment. Then we'll lower the left foot to the floor, lower the knees to the floor, untuck the toes. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale, just kind of dial your hands slightly to the pinkies. Keep your core engaged, elbows bend back all the way down. Let's inhale to cobra and exhale down. Let's inhale to cobra again, this time no hands. Squeeze the elbows back, press the tops of the feet into the mat and lift the knees. Exhale down. Last one, fingertips off the mat now. Let's inhale, lift up. As we exhale, we're going to look over the right elbow, bring the left shoulder and left ear toward the mat. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look over the left elbow, right ear to the mat. Back up to center. One more each side. Back up. And the other way. Coming back up, lift a little bit higher if you can, and then come all the way back down. Hands beside lower floating ribs, tuck the toes. We're going to push to kneeling, but try and lift the belly first as you lift away from the floor. And then let's press back through child's pose, and allow your child's pose to bring you back to your down dog. Again, soft knees, long spine. Try to draw the rib cage into the body to keep the spine nice and long here. Take an inhalation, and then we'll exhale to walk the feet to the top of the mat again. When you get there, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. Exhale, fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, look forward. This time we're going to interlace the hands behind the back. You might have a strap handy or a belt if this is too much for you. Exhale. So just a little sway from side to side as we fold forward, belly connected to the thighs. And just surrendering any tension you might have in your shoulders, your neck, letting it all go. We'll release the hands here. Inhale, Adele Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, and slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing. Head and arms hang. Arms reach for the sky as we inhale. Exhale, fold yourself down. Fingers to shins, Adele Uttanasana. And then as we exhale, we're stepping the left foot back this time for our lunge. Pause, look forward, inhale. And then as you exhale, soften the left knee, round and roll up, head and arms hang. And then once your head lifts, inhale, arms lift to the sky. Left knee is soft. We'll take an inhale here and exhale down. Inhale up, left knee just off the floor as you exhale, elbows back, nice and strong in the arms. 3 to go. You might like to straighten that right leg as you come up or keep it bent exactly where it is. This one we're going to hold down there for 5, 4, 3, 2, lowering the left knee to the floor, hands frame the right foot for half Hanuman. Like we did before, hips back. We're going to inhale, come forward, look up to the sky, and exhale. Bring it back. So we're stretching the front of the left hip here, inhaling, and exhaling, back of the right leg. Inhale, and exhale. Let's hold it here in our half Hanuman. Now stay exactly where you are if this is enough for you. If you want that IT stretch on the right side, grab your right ankle with your left hand, pull it across, hands out in front, and draw that right hip back. It's one of those, you know, it kind of is uncomfortable, but it's that good pain. So enjoy if this is where you are. So tuck your left toes under now, hands flat to the mat, and we're going to do that tricky little move again to one-legged down dog. So when you're ready, slowly, right leg up and back. Take an inhale here, exhale, roll forward to your plank. Keep the leg lifted just for a moment and then lower it down. Knees to the floor, take another breath in. We'll start to get a little bit more challenging with this vinyasa in a moment. As you exhale, slightly dull hands to pinkies, elbows back all the way down. Let's inhale to our cobra, same as before. Press the feet down but lift the knees away. Inhale to cobra with no hands. Exhale down. Fingertips off the mat, inhale, lift. This time look over your left elbow first. So just going the other way first. Coming back to center and going the other way. One more each side. And then come to center. Lift a little bit higher if you can and come all the way back down. Hands beside you, tuck the toes, push back up to kneeling, press back through. Child's or puppy pose with the toes tucked under, and then really slowly start to peel yourself back to down dog. Take a big breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through the mouth. And then we'll take another inhale here. And as we exhale, walk, step, jump, start to add on if you're feeling a little more energetic this morning. Inhale, exhale, fold. Let's roll all the way up to standing straight away. Now just to reset ourselves, arms reach for the sky, inhale. And let's exhale, fold straight back down. Inhaling, fingers to shins or the floor, whatever you're working with. Exhale, fold, step the right foot back. Inhale to look forward, soften right knee. Exhale, roll yourself up to your high lunge again. Arms reach for the sky as we inhale. And then we're going to exhale to arrowhead now. So arms back, reach the crown of the head forward. Slightly draw your left hip back, right hip forward, right hamstring to the sky. Pelvic floor lifting, navel in and up. On your next inhale, reach your right arm forward, hold it for the exhale, draw your belly button in a little more, and then inhale, come all the way up to warrior two. Let's hold this pose for a moment. So I like to turn my palms up to give my shoulders a little more space, but you do what feels right for you. Looking over your left hand, left knee bending toward the little toe side of the left foot. If you need to, if there's any pinching in your lower back, roll your right hip forward and down just a touch. Breathing in and out. So we're going to do a little vinyasa here. Let's inhale to reverse our warrior two and exhale to come to our side angle. Inhale, reverse, exhale, side angle. One more like this. Exhale to side angle. And this time we're going to bring our right hand up to the sky. Palm turns, thumb turns, and we're going to reach the arm behind us and just bring it to wherever you can, onto the sacrum, holding onto your left leg if you can. Try and bring the outer edge of that right foot firmly into the mat. Roll belly, ribs and chest to the ceiling. Lift pelvic floor, draw navel in and up. And if you want to, reach the left hand forward for 5, 3, and inhale, reverse your warrior two. And as you exhale, come all the way up to standing, straight legs, toes out, palms touch above the head, and then come down into your horse or goddess pose. Squatting down, you might come a little lower, you might stay a little higher, whatever feels good for you. Let your sacrum get a little bit long here. So it's not really a tuck of the tailbone, but it's a feeling of that action. Spine is long, shoulders over hips. And then we're going to slowly inhale to warrior two the other way. Right knee bends. We're looking over the right hand, holding and breathing. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, hands frame the right foot, and we'll step back to plank. Hold it for the inhale. Knees on or off the mat now. You might exhale down halfway only and step over the feet to come to your up dog. Back to down dog when you're ready. You can always do what we've been doing, coming all the way onto the belly from the knees and coming to cobra instead there. So from here, take a nice big inhalation. You might soften knees and jump. You might walk, whatever feels good. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale, looking forward. Let's exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Different pinky grip now. Again, shake the head for yes and no. Deep breaths here, just letting go of any tension in the body, the mind. And then release the hands. Look forward, inhale, fold and exhale, roll yourself up to standing. Arms reaching for the sky when you get there, inhaling. Bend the knees, exhale, fold straight back down. Fingers to shins, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, fold and step your left foot back to a lunge. Inhale to look forward, long spine here, long line of energy, and then soften left knee and roll yourself up to your high lunge. Arms reaching for the sky, and then when you're ready, finding arrowhead again. So hands, arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, almost like you're in a back bend with the upper body. Left hamstring to the sky, right hip slightly back, left hip slightly forward. Reach the left arm forward now as you inhale, and then draw the belly button in as you exhale, and then use the inhale to lift yourself up to your warrior two. Looking over your right hand this time, right knee is heading to the little toe side of the right foot. Should be able to see your big toe. Press into the outer edge of that back left foot, relax your shoulders, and again if you need to, let this left hip just slightly roll forward if there's pinching in your lower back. From here we're going to inhale to reverse our warrior two, and on the exhale we're going to come to our side angle. Inhaling, reversing, exhaling, side angle. One more like this. And hold it here. So again, you might bring the left hand to the sky, turn the palm, turn the thumb, bring the arm behind you, holding the right thigh or just resting it on the sacrum. You might just stay here. Try and bring your right sit bone towards your back left big toe if you can. Maybe you reach the right arm forward. Keep rotating belly, ribs and chest toward the wall in front of you. And then inhale, reverse your warrior two. Come to standing, legs straight, toes out, palms touch above the head, and then we'll come down into our squat. Your choice here, horse, goddess, whatever feels good, any movement you need, you like. Come a little lower, stay a little higher. Most important part of your practice is that you are breathing and practicing honestly with the body that you've turned up here with today. So let's come back to warrior two, facing the other way now. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, frame the left foot. We're going to step back to plank, adding on a little bit here. So hands under shoulders, feet a little bit wider than normal. If this is too much for you, just drop your knees to the floor. If you want to add on a little more, keep your knees lifted. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, drop both heels to the left, but try not to move your body too much. Come back to center. It's all about the core. Heels to the right. Back to center. Keep going. I've never really practiced and had to speak at the same time, so this is a first for me. So from here, we're going to drop our knees to the floor, press back to child's pose. Really nice work, everyone. If you want a little more today and a child's pose is not what you need right now, feel free to come to Dolphin. So we interlace our fingers and we press our forearms and wrists into the mat. Let your fingers relax. Tuck the toes and lift the hips up to the sky. Ears are between the arms, the spine is long, and you can stay here if that's what you prefer to do. If you don't want to stay in a static dolphin, you can even do some dolphin dips. So only and always adding on or taking away depending on how you're feeling. You've got another 3 breaths to go here. So whether you're in your child's pose, your dolphin, or your dolphin dips, take 1 more breath now. Nice big inhale through the nose, and let's finish off with an exhale through the mouth. Everyone coming to child's pose now. Stretching out for 1 final breath. And then let's slowly step back to our down dog, and we'll keep moving. So pedaling the feet out. Again, if you need a break, take it. Otherwise, let's keep going. Stepping, jumping, walking to the top of the mat when you're ready. Inhale, Adele Uttanasana. Soft knees, or maybe they're getting straighter now, just depending on where you're at. Exhale, fold. Let's roll all the way up to standing. Arms to the sky, inhale, and exhale, fold straight back down. Fingers to shins for Adele Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, and step the right foot back. We'll look forward, inhale, and then soften right knee. Exhale, roll up. Arms to the sky in the inhalation. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, right arm forward. Hold it here for the exhale. And then let's inhale to our warrior two. Settle into it for the exhale. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, side angle. Maybe no arms this time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. And last one. We'll hold this side angle again for a few breaths. You might like to go a little deeper this time, maybe bringing the left hand to the floor. Maybe a full bind is in your practice. Whatever you are working with today, please come into it and hold for 2 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, left sit bone this time to the back right big toe. Weight to the outer edge of that back right foot. Let's inhale, reverse our warrior two, and now straighten the left leg. You might like to shorten your stance just a touch for reverse triangle. Take a nice big inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to lean forward. We're going to vinyasa into our triangle today though. So I want you to inhale, bring both hands to the inside of the left ankle. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly slide the right hand up to the sky. We'll inhale, relax everything down. As you exhale, activate from the ground up. So the feet, the legs, the core, all the way to the right fingertips. Last one. Softening down. And as you exhale, activate from the ground up, holding here. So trying to keep your left knee soft. The leg is straight, but it's not locked out in the knee. Try and get this left side waist nice and long. Again, you might need to drop your right hip forward a touch or not. Just coming into the pose that feels right for you today. We're going to inhale, come all the way back up, rebend the left leg and reach forward. Getting a little tricky now. You might need a block under your left hand or not. We're going to come into our half moon. So as we look down to the left big toe, start to lift the right foot off the floor. Wobble, wobble, fall out, doesn't matter. Maybe you bring that left hand to the floor. Maybe you keep it lifted. Maybe you bring it to the heart space. Doesn't matter if you fall out, come straight back in. I've got a block here as well if you have any books at home or a little coffee table you can lean on. Just always adjusting to what your body needs at any given time. Maybe this is not a pose for you today at all, and that is okay too. Nice work, everyone. Let's slowly come back to our warrior two, and then we'll straighten the legs, toes out, palms touch above the head, come down into our squat, goddess, horse pose. Just breathing in and breathing out, moving organically when you need to. Let's slowly come to warrior two, facing the other way. Take a nice big inhalation and exhale. Frame the right foot with both hands. Inhale back to plank. This time we're going to bring our toes to touch. Holding here, we're going to come to our side plank. So let's roll to keep your hands where they are. And if your toes are touching in the middle of the mat, as you roll to the outer edge of your right foot, your hands and feet should be well aligned. So let's hold it here, lift the hips, roll your top left hip forward a little bit, flex the feet. If you need to, you can always drop a knee to the floor, adjusting where you need to. Come back to center, and we'll go straight over to the other side. Excuse my back facing you. Lift the hips, right hip rolls forward. Breathing in and breathing out. You might bring the top right foot to the floor instead on this side. Coming back to center. Moving through a flow now, chaturanga. Maybe knees are on the floor, maybe they're not. Whatever feels good. Back to down dog when you're ready. Hold and breathe, big inhalation. And let's exhale through the mouth. Let go of any tension that may have crept up in the body. And then we'll soften the knees as we inhale. Step, jump, walk, shakti kick, whatever you want to do. To the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Roll up to standing. Arms reach for the sky as we inhale. Exhale, fold straight back down. Fingers to shins. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back to a lunge. Use the inhale to lengthen. Exhale, roll up. Arms to the sky as we inhale. Arrowhead as we exhale. Left arm forward on this side as we inhale. Hold it. Belly in for the exhale. Strong core. And then inhale. Warrior two. Hold it. Sink. Settle as you exhale. Then we'll inhale to reverse it. Maybe no arms this time as you come into your side angle. Reversing. Side angle. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to side angle, taking any version of the pose that you like. Try and keep the right knee bent at a right angle-ish. You might again need to just roll the left hip a little. Weight to the outer edge of that back left foot, and your right sit bone is heading toward the back left big toe. You may bring your right hand to the floor, come into a bind, whatever is working for you today. Holding for 2 more breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. 1 more. And then let's inhale, reverse it. Let's straighten that right leg now, getting ready for our triangle pose. Reach forward, and then both hands come to the inside of the right shin. Inhale here, and as you exhale, slide your left hand all the way up to the sky. Let's inhale back down. Exhale, slide it up. Inhale down, and last one. Exhale, activate from the ground all the way up to the left fingernails, holding and breathing nice and strong in the right leg. Try and lengthen your spine, lengthen the crown of the head in the same direction that your right toes are facing. Rotate belly, ribs and chest toward the ceiling. Activate from the pelvic floor. And then let's slowly lift all the way up and out. Bend the right knee again, and we're going to come into our half moon on this side. So reach forward, bring your right hand to the floor, to a coffee table, maybe to nothing at all if you have your balance. Maybe you bring the right hand to the heart center. Whatever works for you this morning. It's a little hard to talk and hold this pose at the same time, but I'll give it a go. Holding, breathing, smiling, laughing at yourself as and if you fall out, never taking yourself too seriously. Let's come all the way out, reverse it. Straight legs, toes out, palms touch above the head. And let's come into a Prasarita Padottanasana. So hands through the heart center, turn the toes in a little bit now. And then it's up to you where you go with this. You might keep your hands on your hips, elbows back. You might like to interlace your hands behind your back. Lots of options. So slowly folding forward. And anything you like to do with your hands, you might release them to the floor. Just coming back to the breath, folding, enjoying where you've been, what your body is capable of doing for you. If a tripod headstand is in your practice, now is the time. You've got another 3 breaths here. So if you feel like moving, keep moving. Maybe you hold your ankles. Try and press your shins slightly forward here to give yourself more space. Bring the weight into your toes a little more. Keep your spine long and your knees soft. 1 more full round of breath. Nice big inhale and exhale to fold. Let's slowly bring the hands to the floor. Look forward. Pause halfway. Maybe bring the hands onto the hips and slowly lift yourself all the way up. Time flies when you're having fun. We're going to come to the floor now. So let's turn back the other way. Inhaling into your warrior 2 and exhale to frame your left foot. Let's step back to plank. We'll come straight through chaturanga, up dog, and to our down dog. So we're going to come into our half pigeon now. I'm going to talk you through the whole thing. Let's take an inhale to soften the knees and elbows. As we exhale, raise the right heel to the sky. Hold it for the inhalation, and then exhale, bring the knee forward and rest it behind the right wrist. Bring your left knee to the floor, walk it back. Now your right heel can be near your left hip. It feels a lot nicer if that's where it is. You don't have to bring that shin parallel to the top of the mat. Draw your right hip back a little bit, like you're reverse parking it into a car park. Tuck your left toes again, lift the knee, and try and bring your left leg back just a touch. Untuck it again. Just inhaling, moving, feeling where you're at. Maybe you stay here for the whole time. Maybe you've got a block, a pillow, you want to rest your elbows on there. Or maybe you can come all the way down, which is my favorite version of this pose. Taking a few deep breaths here, in and out through the nose. I like to normally stay here for a little bit longer, but we are fast running out of time this morning. So just another 2 breaths here, breathing in and out. 1 more. And then we'll slowly walk the hands back, roll onto your right bottom cheek and swing your left leg around. We're going to come into our Ardha Matsyendrasana, our twist now. So I will face you just so you can see what I'm doing, but you don't have to move. So you've got your left foot to the outer right knee. Try and have both sit bones on the floor. If that's not possible, just straighten your right leg out in front. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to take an inhale here. Left hand to the floor, exhale, hugging your left leg with your right arm. Maybe you can stop sign the hand if you've got a little more space. Maybe you can come into a full bind here, even bringing the right hand between the legs, left hand comes around. But you don't have to get too crazy this morning. Just enjoying what your body is doing. One more nice big inhale. As you exhale, lift through the pelvic floor, draw your navel in and up, and allow that action to take you deeper into the twist. Try and get the crown of your head to the ceiling, so a nice long spine, and twisting. Then from here, we'll slowly come back to center, bring the hands back to the mat, roll back over into a kneeling position, and then press back to down dog. Pedal the feet out. If you feel like a vinyasa, please take one, but if you're getting tired, please don't keep doing vinyasas that poor quality and alignment. You're better off just skipping it. Take an inhale in your down dog, left leg up to the sky, pause there, take an inhale, flex the foot, drop the hip, but lift the heel, and then slowly squeeze knee behind left wrist, walk the right leg back. So your left heel is near your right hip, not parallel to the top of the mat. Press into the top of your right foot, lift the knee, lower it back down. I just feel like it puts your knee into a better position. And then draw your left hip back a little, like you're reverse parking it into a car park, just a little bit. Press into the top of the right foot, lift the knee again, and then we'll slowly come into whatever version of the pose we did on the other side. I want you to stay where you are, but I'm just going to demonstrate something for those of you that, I should have done this on the first side, I'm sorry, I completely forgot, but for those of you that half pigeon doesn't work for your knees, another option is coming onto your back and bringing your ankle onto your knee and threading the needle this way. So that's just another nice hip opening pose that you can do without that pressure on the knees. So staying in your pigeon for one more full round of breath, and then slowly coming up. And we'll come into our twist again, this time bringing the right foot to the outer left knee, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe the left leg is straight if you can't get both sit bones on the floor, with the heel near the right hip. And then inhale, exhale to twist. Sitting up nice and tall, crown of the head heading to the ceiling. Breathing in and breathing out. Gosh, I wish this was a 2-hour class. I had so much more I wanted to do, but time just got away from me. So from here, we're going to very slowly toes to the floor, hold on to the backs of the knees, just coming into just one little Navasana boat pose. You might like to keep holding onto your knees, you might straighten your legs, keep them bent, straighten the arms, lift the lower back away from the floor, whatever works for you. But now we're going to lie down and give ourselves a hug. So let's come into a happy baby, holding onto the outer edges of the feet. Little rock from side to side. If happy baby is enough for you, please stay here. Maybe you can come into Viparita Karani. Legs straight up to the sky, hands up to the sky. It's just a nice little inversion, a nice gentle inversion for all levels. I like to give my wrists a little release here, point my toes, flex my feet. And I'll give you the option now to just come into a final pose of your choice. If you feel like there's something you really want coming into it now, from here I'm just going to bend the knees and just allow my knees to window wide from side to side, the same way that we began our practice. We're just going to do a really short Shavasana together, And then if you would like to stay in your Shavasana, please stay for as long as you feel. Otherwise, we're going to just lie straight back now. Sorry, I've got my top tied up. Lying straight back, arms out to the side, palms to the sky, feet separate, toes fall out to the sides. Take a nice big breath in, breathing in love and peace and joy. And a long, slow exhale, releasing anything you are ready to let go of. Let's do that again. Breathing in the life that you want to be living right now. See it, feel it, taste it, and breathe out anything that is in your way. Relaxing, surrendering. Nothing more to do. Nowhere to be. Complete surrender. Please feel free to stay here for as long as you like. Thank you so much for joining me in your practice this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure to join you. An honour, a privilege to be here with the Prana Chai family. It's Adele Conti signing out from the Australian Yoga Academy. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us, and I will hopefully see you again soon.